Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be probably a long one. I'm going to be doing my eyeshadow palette collection video. I have a wide variety of, drugstore to high-end to like the in-betweens, so yeah. Now, two of these palettes might be fake because I did buy them from like a sale site type thing. Well, it's an app, but yeah, so I'll get into that in the video. So if you want to keep watching, then just keep on watching. So I think I'm gonna start with the drugstore palettes. So I'm gonna start with the very drugstore palettes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually I'm not gonna swatch them, only because this video will be a lot longer than it should be. So I think I'm just gonna show them, and then maybe, later on in like a couple months, or if you guys want to see that, I can do some swatch videos. So let me know if you want to do them. But I have two Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeshadow palettes. This is Poster Child, so it has like a wide variety of colors. And then this one is called Petal Pusher. It has a lot of purples and a pink. And then I have my Maybelline little quad thing. This one I used in my Halloween makeup tutorial. So yeah. And then I have NYX Natural palette. It just has a lot of like cool toned colors, a brown, and then a lot of lighter colors. That I used to grab for a lot, but recently I haven't really been grabbing for it because I have so many palettes. And then the next NYX palette is my favorite palette, which you guys have all seen in many of videos, is the NYX Happy Birthday palette. That is what it looks like. It's got a bunch of shimmers, some matte colors. It's a whole mix of eyeshadows. Alright, and then this one I literally just got today from a very dear friend. This is the Winky Luxe Kitten palette from BoxyCharm, and that is what it looks like. I am obsessed with this color right here. Ugh. Very, very nice colors. That is the last of my kind of drugstore, kind of high-end, and then I'm going to move on to the semi drugstore, but mostly Ulta palettes. Everyone knows these palettes. Everyone probably has these palettes. And if you don't have these palettes, you need to get them. So I have 4 Morphe palettes. And they are a favorite. And I actually just got them. So I have not been able to use them yet, but I will be using them soon. So this is the 25A Copper Spice palette. I think this is like the smaller version of the 35O palette. I mean, don't get me wrong, it has a lot of shadows, but so that's what it looks like. You got some matte colors, you got some shimmer colors, and then you have your dark colors. I was watching a YouTuber, I forget what her name was, but she actually went to Ulta and she looked at the new display that they had for the Morphe palettes, and she actually got the 25, I think it's the 25B palette, and it had this like cover for it, and it actually tells you the names of the shadows. And she had this brilliant idea to tape it to the top so you know which color the name is, or what the name of the color is, which I thought was freaking genius. So if you guys want to do that, you can. But don't give me credit because I did not get the idea. Somebody else gave me the idea. So that is the first palette. And then the second palette is the 25O palette. I just bought all of these like within like the last 2 weeks. So that's why y'all haven't seen any of them in videos, because I haven't even used any of them. And then you open it up. These don't have the names on them, so I might just throw them away. But this is the 25O palette. Not many shimmers, but there are shimmer shades in here. It's mostly like a natural, not so bold eyeshadow palette, which everyone needs a palette like that, because sometimes you just need, you know, a quick little color in your lid, and that's all you need. But this one, 3502, this one, let me tell you girls, whew, this is a nice palette. So the sleek packaging, and then you get, this has the names on it, so I will be taping that to the top as well. But y'all are not ready for this freaking palette. Let me just say, wow. Like, I am hardcore shook. Like, I am in love with this palette. Well, that thing is gonna get used and abused. Just saying. Now, y'all aren't ready for this next palette, because when I got it, I thought I was ready for it, but I was not ready for this palette. I'm just gonna show you because there's no introduction for this one. Yep, I got the Jaclyn Hill palette. Oh my god, guys. This is one of the best palettes that you can ever own. Like, you don't even need any more palettes. Like, I could just throw all these palettes away and only use these for the rest of my life. And I'd be good to go. Like, it's just the perfect palette for everyday use. Like, you got your natural, your neutral palette colors. You got your bold colors, literally. These shades. Oh my god. This one, beautiful. Like, I swatched this shade. I swatched this one and that one. Guys, let me tell you, I almost fell out of my chair. Like, if you are looking for an eyeshadow palette, I would definitely 110% recommend this palette because I think every girl needs a Jaclyn Hill palette. So, we're gonna move on. We're gonna keep it going because I don't need this video being 30 minutes long. So, the next palette is my Unique Moodstruck Addiction eyeshadow palette number 2, and this is what it looks like. So once again, you have your darker colors, you have your glitters. This one I use and abuse all the time, and I am not ashamed of it because it is such a beautiful palette. Oh, I need more. And then I have the Too Faced White Chocolate Chip palette. I'm not going to get this one out because I think everyone knows what it looks like. As well as this one, the Naked Basics palette. And everyone knows this palette, the Tartelette Tease palette. Y'all know I use and abuse this palette all the time. But I bought the sister to that palette, which is the Tarte Flirt palette. This is like the Tarte Toasted palette, but it's the smaller version of it. Like, oh my god, guys. So pretty. I haven't used it yet, but I plan on using it very, very soon. So, these are the two palettes that I was talking about that are fake. But honestly, I don't even care because they work the same, they smell the same, so the first one is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. And the reason I know that this is not real, there is a little number thing here, but in the original Peach palette, there are outlines of the leaf and that little line that's right here. Yeah. So there's no line here. Plus it's like you can literally move the lid. So yeah. But it smells like peaches, but it's not real. Like, I know it and I can tell. But, I mean, I only got it for 20 bucks, so I can't really complain. But, yeah. And also this Too Faced Natural Love palette, like the big palette. I know for sure that this one's not real. So this is the palette. I mean, I love the palette because it's just beautiful. But there are matte colors in here. Like you can tell on the back that there's matte colors. And in this palette, no matte colors. They're all shimmer colors. Besides the top. Actually, literally, they're all shimmers. So yeah, but it's a good palette. It's nice, so can't complain. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the Lorac Los Angeles palettes, and I think I mentioned before that I was collecting these palettes, but I never said that I was done collecting them. But I got all 5. I got Beverly Hills, Malibu, Downtown LA, Venice Beach, and Santa Monica. Those are all of the palettes that I was collecting like a couple months ago. I believe I mentioned, can't remember if I did, but if I didn't, now you know. Alright, I have 3 palettes left and then we're done. This is the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. This one I have used a lot. I actually used to use this every single day, but then I started getting more eyeshadows, so I stopped using this one. But this is a very, very good neutral colored eyeshadow palette, which, like I've said before, I think every girl needs. This is the Too Faced Cat Eyes eyeshadow palette. Now this I got at TJ Maxx, so yeah. But I haven't used it. Okay, I have not used it yet, but I plan on using it in the near future. So be on the lookout for some eye looks with that. And then the last and final eyeshadow palette is my go-to all the time. Literally, I grab for this all the time. It is the Tarte Clay Play palette. I really want the second one because that one is beautiful. I saw it at Ulta like a couple days ago. Ugh, I literally almost bought it, but I couldn't. So that's what it looks like. I think everyone knows what it looks like, but the second one, these two bottom shadows are glitter shadows, and then there's a blush and 2 highlighters, 2 blushes and a highlight, but I can't remember because I was just so amazed by the palette I didn't even notice what was what. So I think I am done. If you guys want to see like more of like one category of makeup, like my highlight palette collection or my bronzer collection or whatever you guys want to see, let me know in the comments and I will do that. But yeah, that is the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!